Hey, um, I've taken a little bit of time to think about this next part. And this is about language, how we communicate with people, words that are appropriate or inappropriate in your case. And, that can tie in earlier with, you know, not telling the truth, saying, somebody said this to me. I think the example that, mom used is that you said that mom called you the B word. Um, so I'm putting this on YouTube. I'm not going to say the word, but you know what I'm talking about. And that ties in earlier, with making sure that you're telling the truth so that people will believe you in the future. But we're going to go to the separate topic of why words are inappropriate sometimes. And, it would be really easy as a parent to just say, don't say these words. Um, and you'll probably hear that growing up as you unfortunately discover how many of those inappropriate words exist, and they might be fun for you to try to throw out or say because they're taboo, you know. So, uh, I want you to understand the core of the lesson that I'm going to try to teach here. And I haven't thought a terrible amount about this over the years. I've considered language. It's not really one of my skills, even on the philosophy side of things. So there's probably much better mentors or guides out there, but I'm going to do my best right now. Um, you'll have to excuse me. I'm reaching the limit of my ability to talk today. So I want to boil down the subject of language, how we communicate to each other, how we talk, the words we use, into a kind of different subject that sort of surrounds all of it. And that's going to be respect. Respect for the person you're talking to, how you want to be respected, and the respect for every other person on this planet. And I think that's a good shell to discuss language and what's appropriate. We want to adjust our words to uh, respect the people around us. So there might be different situations that it's more appropriate to use different language. But in general, even when we're in private and you're among friends or family and you maybe make a joke, it's important to remember that you want to keep respect for everyone else on the planet. Every other human is just like you and just like me. We think, therefore we are, and it's important to remember that, no matter who you're talking to. Um, so respect is what it comes down to. So if you're using, bad words, um, you are disrespecting the person that you're using them to. And on that level, we don't want to do that because we want to be respected as well. And that's going to be very, very important growing up, especially when you become an adult. Um, going to school is the same sort of introduction to the professional life that you're going to have later on. So while you're in school, you have these rules, be quiet, don't talk out of turn, raise your hand before you talk, um, don't say mean words or bully the other children or your teachers. Um, and that sort of evolves as you grow up and become an adult and you go to a job. You can't tell your boss, you can't call them the B word. And your boss, if they call you the B word, you're going to get in trouble too. So you're not going to escape this lesson. Um, it's important to learn it now and accept responsibility and do better tomorrow. And I really want you to be able to pause and think a little bit before you speak. And just that will help you gather your thoughts, make sure you don't say anything inappropriate that you can help, and that you're maintaining respect for everyone around you. And I think that if you can follow these rules, you'll do a lot better in life. And that's really our goal as parents, is to guide you on that path. Because at some point you'll be an adult on your own, and you'll be making your own decisions, and you're going to have to rely on what we've taught you going forward. And especially when you have your own children, you're going to want to raise them to be productive and respectful of you. You want them to listen to what you say. And it does, hurt my feelings that you don't want to listen to me and that you would go so far as to hang up. Because I'm not disrespecting you. I'm trying to teach you what's going to be most helpful to you. And that can be difficult to hear sometimes. I understand. If you don't want to speak right now, we can talk about it later. But it's important for you to listen, to show that respect to me. Because I am far away. I can't stop you from hanging up on me. But you should know that that does hurt my feelings. Because I don't have many options in regard to being there in person as much as I want. And so I kind of have to depend on the ways that we can communicate, that we can talk to each other, for us to show respect to each other. And I'm just not going to demand, that you respect me because I'm your father. I'm going to hope that you want to, because I give you good advice, and you know that you trust that I am looking out for your best interest, and that I've earned your respect. And if you don't learn that lesson today, I understand. I hope that you remember it in the future, and that'll be good enough for me right now. And I think as you grow up and you look back, you'll have a better understanding of my point of view. But not everyone is going to be so patient or generous with your use of language, and I need you to understand that. There are many situations where it's just not appropriate, and you're going to get in trouble for it. So take the time now to practice respect, and think about what you did wrong, and see what you can do better next time it happens. So if I can think of anything else, I'll add some. But I hope that you're doing better. And use this time for your punishment to think about what you've done. And if you've said something that was wrong, whether you lied about it or you used a bad word, and you disrespected somebody, like your mother, then I would suggest that you apologize to her for using that language and for not telling the truth about it. And I think that if you do that, it will help you remember next time to choose your words wisely and show respect to those around you. So, have a good night, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.